What's up, guys? So there's a comment that I'm gonna get to after I try to get some rest. It's almost 6 o'clock in the morning. I've told you guys I don't go to bed till about 5, 6, 7 in the morning. It's a whole spiritual thing, and yeah, whatever. I know you're probably like, this nigga with this word spiritual. Look, I'd be surprised when I say it. That's the only way I could describe it. Is why a lot of people who are in the know about meditation and stuff, they'll tell you like here in the next about 20 minutes is the best time to meditate. And it's fine. I'm not meditating, I'm trying to go to bed, but you get what I'm saying. So we'll try to squeeze this little video in, and it's expanding on what I was saying about wrestling. Excuse me. First of all, I want to preface and say the greatest wrestler of all time is Ric Flair. Okay? When it comes to monologues, when it comes to just, I talked about it in my other video. Some people are just born to do things, okay? They were talking about, and it was ironic. It was ironic that I was listening to Angry Old Hoops, and they had a panel or something like that where they were talking about Michael Jordan. And one of the guys on the panel said exactly what I said to myself, or on this camera, was like, bro, Michael Jordan was just built for basketball. Okay? Period. So, Ric Flair, to me, and what I know a lot of people would say, is the greatest wrestler of all time. He lived it. He breathed it. He ate it. He slept it. Say what you will about the drugs and the alcohol and stuff like that. But Ric Flair, I remember watching old promos about 2 years ago. Hell, not even that long ago. I would just occasionally watch them every now and again. And every time I watched those promos and those monologues, some of them I would damn near start crying. Because I knew that, like, man, this type of energy, this type of passion, it'll never be seen again. And just like everything in the world going backwards or going to crap in a handbasket, I really do. Let me try to get my face on here. Well, it's too late to do that now. I could probably do it. It makes my point. Some people are just born to do things, and Ric Flair is the greatest wrestler. So I just wanted to preface that. Like I said, I grew up during the John Cena era. I wasn't a John Cena-aholic like everybody else, but I did admire his style, which was a very basic style. The attitude adjustment, which we already know at first was the FU. Everybody knew it was the FU, but, because of political correctness, they changed it to all these acronyms: AAU, UUA, STFFU2, FFT, everything else but a FU. And of course the 5-knuckle shuffle. Now, I said it once before, I was like, imagine if John Cena tried to do that whole thug life, thugonomic thing today. Man, that dude would get drugged from New York to New Mexico. I'm talking about, the political atmosphere is just not appropriate for that type of character. But I thought that was pretty funny. Like, you couldn't get away with that today. So what I wanted to expand on was the fact that these storylines that they've had have sucked. And I'm a harsh critic. I don't pull punches. I'm not going to get on here and say, like got so many people, man, LeBron James, I can't stand him. Don't get me wrong, he's a great ball player. No, if I'm going to say in one breath, I can't stand you, I'm not going to sit here and say, well, just for conversation purposes and stuff like that, I'm going to just say that, yeah, you are great. No, you're not. I'm not going to put both of those in. That's oxymoronic. You know what I'm saying? Jumbo shrimp type shit. And I'm not doing that. So, I know we're dealing with human beings here. I've always tried not to get that misunderstood, because I gravitated more to the game because I didn't like what I saw on television in real life. So, of course, I'm doing the things that I want to do. And you can't, well, somebody could say, well, CJ, you're not, that's a game. You're not dealing with people who have families, people who have illnesses and habits and stuff like that. You're not dealing with that, which is true. So, to me, it was never something very difficult to fix. But the fact that WWE is not owned by anybody, they're owned by Saudi Arabia. Okay? So, whatever they choose to do is what WWE is going to do. When I played the game, I used to have guys and women, it was almost like General Hospital, but with wrestling. If you're, Brock Lesnar was going to go undefeated until WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar was going to have that reputation of, bro, this dude just does not lose. It was really disgusting to me when I seen people say, oh man, this past WrestleMania, it was great. It was Cody Rhodes and The Rock. It was great. That's that shit I'm talking about. It's like, I guess nobody just want to come out and slam something like, this is trash. The Rock, goddamn, wrinkles all running up and down his bald head and face. Like, dude, come on, it would have to be in your contract. If you sign to WWE, you ain't allowed to do nothing else. Because as a kid, when I started seeing The Rock in The Rundown and all these other movies, I'm like, he's selling it, but like, you're gonna have the nerve to try to come back to wrestling, and that's just not, I'm not convinced, So same thing with Stone Cold, with that movie he made. In my opinion, great actor, but it was like, dog, you coming back to wrestling, and now I gotta, no, I can't do it. So that was really what I wanted to expand on, was the fact that the storylines, 10 years, have just sucked. You're getting women too goddaggone involved in wrestling. First of all, they don't hit you. We men, they was what I would consider cool down. See, I had an order when I was on the game. I would start with the cruiserweights and the women's match. So it kind of changed either or. You can open up the show with some women, because men like to see half naked women. You could start the show with the cruiserweights. Small guys, fast, blah, blah, blah. You see what I'm saying? And they can be interchangeable. Then after that, you can alternate these three: divas, cruiserweight, tag team. You can start the show any way you want. You started with the tag team, you can start it with the cruiserweights, or you can start it with the divas. All of these, if I'm a professional athlete like LeBron James, how they give this guy false awards, okay? Bullshit ass awards that many of the general population would say, bro, that ain't no like conference championship. That ain't no slam dunk championship. Like, you not winning shit that's been recognized for the last 50 years. Like, get out of my face. So with wrestling, when you guys are having, and again, I understand, man, these writers, we got people that are mentally disturbed writing these storylines, and they're complete and utter trash, because when you get down to it, wrestling is supposed to be set up under an umbrella of top dog. He could have a woman clinging to him if he wants. He has complete control over the industry. And there is somebody who is coming to take him out. So like I say, like with Batista. When Batista did what he did with Evolution, that's what I'm talking about. John Cena. When John Cena went up against JBL, the security guards and, you know, all the different screw jobs, that's what I'm talking about. When you got a guy come in the Royal Rumble at number 1. And actually win the match. For people who don't know how hard that is. Not this bull crap. Roman Reigns comes in at entry number 20 and, you know, and get out of my face, man. It's so disgusting. It's impatient. It's overcompensating. Like I said, the divas, I mean, when in God's name did we ever become comfortable with calling someone like Becky Lynch the man? You should slap yourself. Slap yourself. I'm the man. How disrespectful. Man. Trash. Shout out to Randy Orton. Shout out to John Cena. Roid head. Shout out to The Rock. Roid head. Shout out to all these guys that are pioneers in this great sport. One of my greatest villains of all time. You never guess. JBL. I loved JBL's villain character, or in wrestling what they would call the heel. I loved his character. And people be like, man, that trash. Man, go look up that video. It's called JBL Tribute, with the song by, I think it's Skillet or somebody, called Comatose. Man, I'm telling you, that's one that made me want to cry. Because it's just the monologues. You could hear it in their voice. My goodness, man. I'm actually hearing it in my head. That's why I'm pausing. But I don't want to talk for too long, man. I got to get some sleep. But wrestling, man, there is no saving wrestling. There is no saving it. This is something I'm probably never going to touch on again because I don't watch it or anything. I don't even, you know, glaze anything that has to do with it. But, you know, other than Jim Cornette. But I don't even... Jim Cornette is somebody who's still trying to uphold the name of wrestling. And unfortunately, you know, Jim Cornette, he knows, like, bro, this stuff is garbage. So, thank y'all for the support, man. If you guys want to support me through my Cash App, that's $Charles Edwards III. Thank y'all for listening to me, man. I'm out.